Head against the Xin Zhao, can skirmish very well against that champion, but we'll see what TT want to look for as they're just hovering through pretty much absolutely everything. They actually go with the Rek'Sai again, becoming a Xiaopeng specialty this split.
I mean, it is a Xiaopeng specialty, right? Like, this guy's played it a hell of a lot. He loves this pick, and certainly something that can work well in these early skirmishes and kind of sets up to work well with LeBlanc as well. You get the chain, or you get that knockup coming through from the Rek'Sai. You can set up super well to try and enable Ye in this mid lane, and also come in for a lot of these sneaky ganks as well. Start to put a lot of pressure on towards BLG, and especially for a champion like Rek'Sai that changes the dynamic of where you need to control vision. It becomes a very interesting game for teams that haven't played against Rek'Sai recently. So I'll be curious to see how BLG do manage against that as we come into game number 2. You from the outset type of game here from TT. And unless they go towards something like a Gwen or other late game scalers in the top lane, this is going to be heavily all in on this early stages. We might still get the Gwen coming through here for TT, but bot side of the map needs to fight. They need to fight early, and these dragons are going to be a massive point of contention for both these squads.
Well, they decided not to go for the scaling, going straight for that early game engage. Level 6 is just monstrous for TT. You look at so many different ways of engaging, so many ways of catching out the members of BLG, and for BLG, it's going to be roughly the same. You're looking for the early game skirmishes. You're looking to get the Xin Zhao and the Sylas into the opposition's face to create that space for your AD carry alongside the Camille.
Well, look, now for BLG, it's kind of adding that extra layer of late game scaling that we were saying just missing out on. Realize how terrible of a spot this wave is in, so he's going to try and stay bot lane here to make sure that Rek'Sai isn't coming across once more.
Ooh, need to be careful now, Sam D. He has his flash and his heal available to him, so it'll be very difficult for really anyone to get on top of him, but the flash grand entrance from PP God could be the name of the play. Just waiting for him to go forward just a little bit. The Rend is there to slow him down. You can see him now jumping in straight away with the grand entrance, trying to get on top of Pudding, but the hook is good enough as the flay is as well, but Pudding will be taken down. The Callista lands the Q as the Rek'Sai coming a little bit too little, too late. BLG strike first.
Nice job from BLG to get the right ship, or righting of the ship happening in that bottom side of the map. Unfortunately for them, though, they get the kill on towards Pudding. Would have loved to
5v4 for the moment in favor of TT.
Xiaopeng's still only level 5, though, so still has to be careful.
Has to be very, very careful. There we go. Flash forward. Zika might be in a little bit of trouble. Pudding lands the hook. Xiaopeng not able to get the knock up there as they go in, but he steals it. Nicely done there by TT. They get themselves away. Wei not quite able to get his ultimate to knock back the jungler, and now he's going to fall. A return kill from the first blood for TT, and they get the Rift Herald. Perfectly done.
Well played by Xiaopeng. Manages to get in and smite that away, and Ye able to follow up to finish off the kill. So what could have been a disastrous play for TT, not being able to lock down Zika, turns just they got honestly kind of lucky in the last game that BLG gave them so many kills in the early stages. If you want to make this game work, TT need to put some pressure on towards Ye and actually get him out of this mid lane. Like, Ye can do so much work if this was a 3-man dive top lane, but Ye lets the play, and Bew. Oh, nice.
Oh, nicely done. Gets the showstopper down. There's the Hexagon ultimatum. He's going to use the Void Rush, and Xiaopeng picks himself up a kill. While that was happening, BLG get themselves the first dragon of the game. They make the dive work, and they burn the summoner off the top lane. I think that that's a bit of a win for top lane, but again, dragon stacking, not the best.
Yeah, I mean, look, the dragon stacking at this stage, 12.
Xiaopeng is around. They're going to try and maybe turn this one around, as we can see Pudding force the flash away. They haven't finished off the Rift Herald just yet. Now we can see TT maybe going off to the side of this. Wei does get the smite down and does pick himself up that buff. Now the fight can really start as Xiaopeng is the first one to fall. The Sylas picks up the shutdown on that one. The set is dead as well. Sam D trying to put down the damage, but he has to flash away. He's immediately caught, but as the Dark Passage to get himself out, the whip back from the distortion as forcing himself over the wall. Zika still full HP and hunting for kills as Sam D and the rest of his squad get themselves out. But it is a very much big win for the side of BLG.
This is the second time now this Rift Herald has popped up, and TT have not had the numbers in play.
I mean, he should be fine unless he decides to recall there, and now he's not so fine because now he's in a little bit of a trouble. He's going to get caught up, knocked up, and trying to be taken down. Good flay as Bew has to commit the Hextech ultimatum. Xiaopeng picks up his third kill of the game, and it's a consolation prize, but TT will take it.
It's a nice job from TT though, because I was actually about to say, look, remember we talked about the opportunity for 1-3-1 from BLG, but they hadn't quite got the top lane set up for themselves yet, so it meant that they could commit 3 members, but BLG not really able to get much back. Yes,
that they have the advantage, and again, there's no, if it's not broke, don't fix it. They can just keep changing all the vision, keep pushing up a little bit further, making sure they're not taken down. But PP God is going to be blown up now. Way in a little bit of trouble. TP coming out here for TT. Not quite able to get the disruption there on top of Weiwei, and he's forced to flash after the Black, as we can see now the Void Rush, but that is just Xiaopeng getting deleted again, overzealous on the play, and what started off so well just ends a little bit in disappointment.
And that's one of the problems with the Rek'Sai, right? She's incredibly squishy, especially when you go for this lethality build. And unfortunately, TT not in a position to follow up. But now BLG, with no jungler available, will turn towards this Baron.
Oh, Pudding, he just gets completely caught out and taken down. But that being said, you're looking at Sam D, you're looking at this set, putting down the damage. Weiwei has no ult, he can't mitigate the damage, and that's Longxing picking up a kill. You can see Zika now, after coming out of his Zhonya, Sam D just dissuading.
With the Ravenous Hydra completed, he's incredibly strong, he's so good at locking down the likes of Ye. Can't really threaten backline, and we're in.
We are in. We're going to see them jumping in straight away. Whirling Deck goes over. Longxing trying to keep away, aiming as they go in for the Dragon, which is reset. And they're going to go back into it. It's going to be Soul Point, though, picked up. And now Sam D taking down all those stacks to waste. You invested in the wrong stocks, my buddy, and it just did not pay out. The dip was too strong. And now BLG on Soul Point can turn, burn, and look for the big purple worm.
And Zika just gonna try and threaten Ye here, get him pushed off, and BLG, the team fighting looking far superior now. Now they're looking more on track, and it's TT who we're kind of looking at, holding their heads, going, what are you doing? But yeah, now still sitting off here on the side. I mean, you're not gonna be able to threaten this as LeBlanc. Like, it's done for.
I like the idea. I also like the execution of saying, right, I've been spotted, I need to leave, because the only way I die is if they know I'm here. And recognizing that he was on a pink ward, that is going to be the Baron going down alongside the team.
Here for TT to do.
Oh, good hook there onto Weiwei. He's got knocked in by the Ethereal Chain. We can see Zika jumping in now as well. It's just chains after chains, a lot of hooks and crooks, but BLG are the ones that are coming out on top of all of this. They get themselves 1 inhibitor on top side. They're going to be able to take themselves 2 now in the bot lane. This might be the last stand here for the side of TT. You can see there the TP going to be coming in from Zika, but they do land the kill onto the Recon. So that's 1 down, 4 more to go. Sadly, though, for the side of TT, Xiaopeng is on the wrong side of this map, and he needs to get himself home. If he could catch out a little bit of a misrend or something, but was not to be. As you now have 4 items onto the Callista, doing a absurd amount of AoE damage with the Runan's Hurricane as well, and yeah, seeing if he can find a flank, but I don't know if that's the position you want to be in just yet. And talk about the pseudo tankiness you get with that Mountain Soul. It just becomes so difficult when you try to put in the poke down, and now the engage can really begin. Yay, Weiwei nearly catching on to someone, but not quite able to get the full flank, and actually going to see a little bit of a turn here. Thresh is the first one to fall. There goes Xiaopeng. Longxing left in no man's land. Even with the Haymaker, he's not able to land his mark, and that is going to be enough for the side of BLG to jump straight onto Sam D, take him down, add him to the KDAs, and my friends, my audience, and everyone watching, we are going to a Game 3 in our first series of the day.
Yeah, BLG will manage to take down the Nexus here, and it's all she wrote for TT in game number 2.
Seeing a trend
when Ye goes towards this LeBlanc, it felt like BLG had a lot of answers towards it. Like, you talk about Zika and his chains being able to lock her Ye down. You also are looking at BuBu, who had that Hextech ultimatum. Ye just couldn't have the impact that he was hoping for in this game. And then when it falls to, hey, who needs to step up and be the carry? Well, Sam D just doesn't really have it there. We talked about him not getting attention. You can even see it from the damage graph there as well. Just